Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. And the matchday noise at this place is truly special. The pride, the passion, it adds to a massive sense of occasion. And as you can see, we've already started here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Batistuta. He is just caressing the ball. That's a decent clearance. Good spot, he's seen the run. That's a sharp pass. Threads one in. Oh, super find. Now there's a fine ball. Great hit! And we have our very first corner. It's a mighty effort!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Milan are looking to go forward now. And he was quick to react. Messi.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
He's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box.
There's the shot! Guardiola. And that's gone loose. Mbappe. Totti. Milan are still to register a shot on target. As a matter of fact, a shot of any type. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, there's a probing ball. He's chosen to go back.
Not a lot more he could do there.
Ernest. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Messi. Now it's Mbappe. Maldini wins the duel this time. Totti. So what can they make of this? Rummenigge. Mbappe. And the finish! Van Dijk. That's Guardiola. And he has been fouled there. Well, that's a booking, always looked it. Cleared away. Oh, important interception. Ernest. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Roberto Carlos. Thuram. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe. Half an hour played now. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Rummenigge. Now it's Mbappe. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Thuram. Final ball not quite right, and his teammates are irritated at that.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's going to be disappointed with that. Batistuta! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Roberto Carlos. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Now it's Messi. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. And it's Messi. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. And that is a little undercooked. Totti, Messi. Talisca.
There will be
Mbappe.
added time.
Talisca. Roberto Carlos attempts a clearance. And there is the half-time whistle. Truth be told, perhaps it's not the game that many anticipated, but there is lots to be seen in it, lots to be taken from it. Plenty for the key figures to mull over, but it remains goalless.
Parking in the area around the stadium
Interesting half, just missing goals, so don't be surprised if the second half brings a change to the scoreline at the break. 0-0.
Substitution on the field. Number 22, Vanes.
Here we go again.
Coming on to replace him is
0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Thuram promptly onto that, and that is that. He's through here. Tries a shot! He's scored!
Well, whenever he reminds us of his wondrous skill set, it's usually something very memorable or even unforgettable. We'll certainly remember that one.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
He'll try from distance. Oh, that is outstanding! A finish of true class. A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
That is outstanding, just outstanding. You're not going to hit many better than that.
Look, he didn't have the biggest...
Talisca! Corner number 2 then. And now a sudden chance to counter. Vieira. And it's Roberto Carlos. Played back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
It'll be a throw-in. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Batistuta is in a really good position out wide. Szoboszlai is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Guardiola. Talisca. Almost an hour gone. Guardiola. Oh, well played. Totti. And it's Messi. He's looking to set free a runner. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now it's Batistuta. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And the shot's on here. And now they can clear their lines. And that's been won straight back. Couldn't quite squeeze that one through. Guardiola. Turns back here, probably the best option. Now he's off and running. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Oh, easy pickings there. He won't be happy with that one. Szoboszlai. And he's managed to get rid. And it's Messi. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Messi, and Messi! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball.
Substitutions taking place.
Roberto Carlos. Deep cross. Totti. Half an hour gone in the second half. And he's being shifted off it.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Vieira is fouled. And it's Totti. And here's Mbappe. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Vieira. Schneider. Now it's Batistuta. And Guardiola. And that's really well manoeuvred. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, that's a nice ball. Thuram kept his eye on it, and he's there. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
Well, a goal either way at this stage would qualify as a steal.
Just eases him off the ball. Into the last 5 minutes. And it's Totti. He's a sharp little ball here. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he?
This is actually quite a courageous move, and I'll add ambitious and adventurous too.
Substitution in progress.
Milan can make their change now with a break in play. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Could have been dangerous, but it came to nothing. That's going to go a long way.
Well, both sides might have to settle for a draw here, although there's still a chance for one last fling.
So nearly the perfect ball. Danger averted for now.
Well, they shouldn't be dawdling at this stage. They need to get the ball in the mixer, and quickly.
Now it's Schneider. Now it's Mbappe. And a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Mbappe has...
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, nothing to separate the sides in the end. Not for the want of desire, drive or determination. No complaints. So what do you take away from it all, Tim?
Well, neither side could get over the line here. Perhaps one team might be happier, but at the final reckoning, it's honours even and no complaints.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest, a sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us, and we are glad to have you alongside us for it. The San Siro, for nigh on a century, Milan's power base, the ultimate status symbol of their glorious history. Action. Alvarez! Now it's Mbappe. Palmer. And here's João Felix. Araujo spots it and intercepts. Cucurella. Speculative strike. Oh, good effort, he got plenty on that.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
Oh, that's well spotted. Well, that pass isn't the best. And here's Alvarez. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Messi showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And here's Messi. Messi is fouled. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Lamine Yamal. Well, this guy, Lamine Yamal, Peter, certainly is a very exciting talent. A natural right winger. We all know about his technique, but he's very impressive with his decision-making too. And when you consider that his job is all about supply, it's all about end product, he's become actually quite good at that. His ball retention is quite strong. And when you've got that in a wide player, you're onto something.
Yeah, I'd have picked him too. No doubt the fans feel much the same way. It's loose here, and they'll want to reclaim it. Barcola. Ruben Dias deals with that comfortably. Milan still without a single shot on target. Talisca. He's in plenty of space here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great.
Mbappe! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Mbappe did give it a fair old crack, and he'll be encouraged to step up again. That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Talisca. Talisca. Messi. And the ball. Mbappe! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. Defending of the desperate variety. Messi's cross. And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. That is ended up in no man's land. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Oh, that just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Yamal was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Now it's João Felix. Played up towards the front line. Yamal unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Played back in. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Palmer. And he won. Mbappe! Goal! Milan! The breakthrough strike!
Well, we've seen the hunger to win it back and the focus to make it count. A very tasty combination.
So we have the first goal.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
Milan leading then, courtesy of the goal scored late in the first half here. 1-0 the score. Talisca gets flagged offside. Well, he's hit it long, but astray. Mosquera. And it's Messi. Played into space out wide. Oh, that's neat. Messi. Kimmich. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Somewhat off target. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, a very decent watch up to now, but just the one goal so far. It has been competitive and combative throughout.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Milan come off having scored the only goal of the game so far. It's been tight, it's been exciting, and there is certainly plenty for us to chew on during the break. And we're off again. A solitary goal, that has been the crucial difference. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. And here's Mbappe.
Milan couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
And he cuts out the supply. And that has not gone well.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and it just, I suppose, Jim, denies the others. He's going for goal! It's in! River Plates are level!
Per il River Plate, ha segnato al 53esimo minuto.
River Plate grab the equaliser and we're all square.
Yeah, it's a very good contest with two very good sides, and with such great individual talent on show, it could go either way.
Van Dijk gets it clear. Vitinha.
Milan really just need to be careful for the next 10 minutes or so, deal with the pressure and come again.
Kimmich. Talisca. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
Milan clearly didn't help themselves by telling...
Joao Felix! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And the header! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Lamine Yamal clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And here's Yama. Decent hit! Goal! River Plate! They They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Milan really were asking for trouble there by failing to cope with a formidable press.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
That is great defending, so alert.
Milan showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Yamal. Now it's Joao Felix. Oh, nicely intercepted. Shifted upfield. It's a pretty loose pass. And here's Joao Felix. That's a shade optimistic. And they're quick to get it back. Yamal delivering the goods as expected.
Well, having that sort of player in your side is reassuring because the rest of the team knows he can make his influence count at any stage. It's simply part of his package. When he really wants to, this fella scores.
Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it. And a header! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Beautifully worked to take the defence out of the picture, but there'll be no rush to see the replay on this.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, that's beautifully weighted.
River Plate surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Messi. Kimmich has a shot! And that could come back to haunt them.
Kimmich was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop!
Now it's Joao Felix. He could be in here. Yamal! The referee's awarded a free kick. And the referee has shown him a yellow card.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 94, numero 29, numero 32. Lasciano il campo per il numero 18. Schneider, il numero 8, il numero 6.
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Pinches it off him. Good ball over the top. That is a great ball.
River Plate can afford to settle on seeing this one out by running down the clock, I think.
Batistuta, he's got away. There's the hit! It's run loose, who's going to get there? And they're on! He's done very well to get to that.
Veron really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
She's back in possession and ready to go again. And the number on the board is 3. Batistuta! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
There's the header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of match, as neutrals, we all love to come and see. Well, after all of that, Jim, what are you thinking?
Look, Peter, a strength in any team has to be at the heart of your defence, and I'm afraid they were found wanting in that department.
So thank you. Well, it is a game which in the grand scheme of things may not have too much riding on it, but it is equally clear and very visible that there is much pride around it. Chants are filling our ears, proud renditions of hymns and songs. It is the perfect soundtrack. Red and black wherever you turn, the San Siro is buzzing. Certainly up for this one. And as you can see, we've already... And the shots! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Just gorgeous. The most glorious, delicious of touches. Followed up with an unerring finish.
Speed of thought, speed of action. That's another really clever finish.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. There's a sharp little ball here. Hakimi gets into some space. Hakimi made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. Marquinhos. And it's Owen. Rafinha. Played back in. He's in here! Owen was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Ruben Dias gets it clear. Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Alexander-Arnold wins the duel this time. David Villa.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Kimmich. Talisca. Now DiMarco. Barcola. Talisca. And here's Batistuta. And there's the shot! They've done it! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. So that's two now without reply.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's found support out wide. Rafinha. Now it's Owen. Guardiola. And it's Messi. And Alexander-Arnold. Kimmich. DiMarco. Marquinhos gets a foot in here. David Villa. Rafinha. And they're quick to press. Owen is fouled. Pedri. Rafinha turns and goes back. Back when it goes. Cleared away. And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. And it's Batistuta. Rafinha. Oh, that's fabulous. Nice interception, well timed. Guardiola! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, super find. Oh, has a goal! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Hakimi. Rafinha. DiMarco. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Oh, great hit! They've scored!
Yeah, they've only got themselves to blame. Mistakes in those areas are very punishable.
Gol! Ha segnato al 36esimo minuto, numero 9. Owen!
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, it was important they didn't get ahead of themselves and lose their discipline. This game plan could near well reward them with an equaliser.
DiMarco. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Guardiola! Oh, he has leathered that.
Well, I think he's surprised himself how he managed not to hit the target then. He seemed to believe it was going in.
And it's Owen.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
And that has sent him sprawling. It's their second corner of the game. Milan have the chance to go the other way. Gets his pass away. Talisca does really well there. He is strong. Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Numero 94, numero 5. Lasciano il campo per il numero 21, Juan Sebastian Verona.
And he was quick to react.
Numero 13, ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Guardiola hits one! Rafinha. Guardiola. Rafinha. Milan are opting for an early change in personnel. They've decided against... And it's half-time here. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
Milan head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. No changes at the interval from either side. Hakimi looking to run onto it. Martinez getting this one clear. Guardiola. Hakimi spots it and intercepts. He is through here. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. No, that's been intercepted. Guardiola does have his name on the score sheet, of course. And there's green grass ahead of him. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Rafinha. So what can they make of this? David Villa. Adams kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Hakimi. Rafinha. And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Owen. Messi. Real chance! No mistake! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, that's something that'll make the manager proud, because they dug in deep then and they've got their leveller. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Yeah, it's a very good...
And they're on! Oh, so close to what would have been a memorable goal.
Well, at least the crowd are appreciative of his efforts.
Veron. Milan still have the cards to affect this game. Batistuta. Now it's Rafinha, and that's gone loose. That'll be a throw. Owen. Front-footed pressing going on here. The referee's awarded a free kick. Oh no, that was never going to make it. He won't be happy with that one.
Yeah, this kind of bold running will always get you into areas of possibility.
Messi. Pedri. Can he finish? Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Batistuta is offering a right smile there.
Numero 27.
Corner number 2 then.
Numero 10. Messi.
And now they can spring out of defence. Milan are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Now it's Owen. He's got away. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent.
Sostituzione per il Milan. Numero 29. Lascia il campo per il numero 9.
Pedri. David Villa. Brilliantly cut out.
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and to be honest, that's how it should be.
Goalkeeper's ball. Real decent hit! Goal, Milan! And they get themselves in front!
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Milan get themselves into the lead.
Oh, it was a long time coming, but I think it's fully merited. They've applied themselves extremely well.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Mbappe. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Now it's Rafinha. And here's Owen. And here's Messi. The final 5 minutes.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now? Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's managed to get free. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Look, there has to be more urgency here. The ball has to get to the other end much faster.
Shifted upfield.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Keeper has taken decisive action. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win, and it came down to one decisive moment. Batistita voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Milan truly can look back on a job well done. Having gone ahead with that first attempt on goal, you could tell it really deflated the opposition, and that allowed them to impose themselves for the rest of the game.